So now in this video, let's discuss. Let's discuss about the struct in the Rust programming language. So basically, a struct is nothing but it contains a specific structure. Now let's implement that specific structure in the coding format. Let's begin. So with the help of using struct keyword, struct word, we can able to mention. Now we're gonna look at the color structure. Let's begin. Now you need to mention an integer oriented value for that specific purpose. I'm gonna take u8. So as this way we have defined the struct values. So this is a struct, and when it comes to the struct, we are explaining about the colors. So colors, there are actually four types of colors are available: red color, green color, blue color, and the final one is one known as black color. So all these sort of things have been represented in a format of integers. For that specific purpose, I had mentioned u8, u8, u8 because it's a representation of that particular integers. So up to now everything is fine. Now let's begin with our fn main. So this BG is nothing but background, and then when it comes to the background, this background is nothing but a variable, and this variable contains some sort of values. And now let's look at the values. So when it comes to the value is nothing but color, right? So we need to mention color, and then we need to specify what sort of colors are available. So while the typing, you'll get all the short. As in this way, you can even click this also, and then you can start. Here itself, we need to specify the print. We need to take the curly brackets because the values are going to represented inside this curly bracket. If you want to perform one thing, you can able to take one curly bracket. If you want to perform all those four things, you can able to take off all those four brackets. So that's your choice. Now let's begin with a single, and then let's look at the other sort of things at some other time. Okay. So basically, the name of the variable is bg, right? So for that specific purpose, you need to mention bg here, bg, and then so here you'll get that. You can simply select this also. So after that, you need to represent dot, and inside this dot, you need to represent what sort of color. So right now I'm going to look at the green. So that's more than enough, and click this. So up to now everything is fine. Now if you run it before running, you know, to give the short of things. So everything is fine. Now if you run it, let's try to run and let's look whether what sort of outputs are we gonna get. So before doing all these kind of things, you need to once again check this. Okay. Now let's execute this. Now let's run it actually. Yep. So what exactly happened is previously we had taken large values. I mean, we had taken 233, and here we had taken 5, 4, 5, 6 in that way. I had taken large values. That's the reason I didn't got proper output. But now, for that sake of for that sake only, I had reduced the values 89, and then 66 is less than 89, and then 34 is less than 66. I had taken all the small values. So what exactly happened? We had taken small values. So then it's working, and I just I mean run, and then I got a value which is known as 89, because at the place of green I had given 89, right? So as in that way it's working. And if you want to perform multiple things also you can perform, that's not even a big issue. So for that purpose, what you need to do is you need to take another shot of curly brackets in that same way. So that's it. If you run it, you'll if you run it, you'll get another output. Actually, that's the thing. It's taking some time, but it will get. Yeah, here you got 233 as in the same way. Let's mention all those things. Now let's again run it. Now you'll get all those values, but you won't get in a ordered way. Why we didn't got in ordered way is it's just because of here we had mentioned blue, so the value which is located in blue is 66, so it got printed. And again we had mentioned the black, the value which is located in black is 34, again it got printed again. Then the green, the value which is located in green is 89, and we got 89. And the final one which is known as red, and the value which is located in red is 233, and here we got the 2 the 3, that's the thing. So that's how the sort of structs works, and that's about the structs. And I'd like to say one more thing about the structs actually. So if you want to change any value, for example, if I want to change the blue into another data type, so then what exactly happens? So let's actually try to change, and then let's look whether what sort of things are happening on. Okay, for that specific purpose, you can able to mention here bg dot blue. I'm gonna change the value which is known as blue, right? So that's the value which I had mentioned. And then so if I click upon this particular run button, what exactly happens? It'll get an error. We won't get a value. We'll get an error. So here we got an error. So it's showing that these cannot assign. Why can't it assign? Because it is immutable. So at that particular time, what you need to do is you need to change here. You need to mention MUT. Okay, just a second. MUT is nothing but mutable, and now if you run it, it will get changed. You will get another value which had been changed. You'll get a value which is known as 44 at the place of 66. So here you got the 44. Here you had mentioned blue, right? Previously we got 66, but now we are getting 44. As in the same way, what are the values you want to change? You can change. It's not even a big issue. BG dot black, and then you can simply change it into 12, whatever it may be. Now if you run it at the place of 34, the 12 will be printed.